Okay, now this topic is on basic algebra and algebraic manipulation. So part 1, basic notation. So notation is the way we write things. Okay, in algebra there is a particular way that we write things. So let's start with some basics. Now, assume each photograph contains 3 kittens. Okay, so let's take this as this is one photo. So you see that this one photograph right has 3 kittens now, okay? So total number of kittens in 4 photographs. In 4 photographs, how many kittens would there be? What is the working? I'm more interested in working. What will you do? Yeah, 12, right? But how do you get 12? 4 times 12, 4 times 3, right? Anybody wants to take 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3? No, you want to make life easier for yourself. You will put it down as 4 times 3 equals to 12. Okay, so please write down exactly how I wrote it. 4 times 3 equals to 12. How about total number of kittens in 6 photographs? How do you get 18? 6 times 3. Okay, or we can write 3 times 6 also, right? 6 times 3, 3 times 6, any difference? No difference. Okay, let's put it the other way around this time. 3 times 6, and we get 18. 18 kittens. Now, how about in n photographs? N times what? In 4 photographs, got 3 times 4. In 6 photographs, got 3 times 6. In n photographs, 3 times n. Do you all agree? Agree? 3 times n. There are 3 times n kittens inside n photographs. However, did your primary school teacher leave it like this? 3 times n? What did your primary school teacher do? Oh, write 3n. Does it make sense to you to write it down as 3n? Okay. You know what? You're all correct. We write it down as 3n. Now 3n just means 3 times n. 3 multiplied by n. That's it. That's all that there is to it. Okay? In arithmetic, that means in your usual mathematics where you work with numbers only, we manipulate numbers that have values. In algebra, we use letters to represent numbers. Okay? Now, you know you have some empty space in your worksheet, in your notes, right? Just help me draw one apple. Can you help me draw one apple? Done? Draw one apple. Really, just draw. Anywhere. So maybe like this. One apple done? Okay, please put down, this is called one apple. Can you help me draw 3 apples at the bottom? 3 apples? So this over here is 3 apples. Simple stuff so far, right? Can you help me draw 97 apples? Okay. Too many. Seriously, please don't draw. Please don't draw. It's too many already. When I ask you to draw 97 apples, right, it's too many, right? Is there a way to, indicate on your paper 97 apples without actually drawing 97 apples? Is there a way to represent 97 apples without actually drawing 97 apples? How? Oh, draw apple and then dot, then apple, is it? But how do I know this is 97 of them? Or at the bottom put below 97 apples.
97.
I said 97. Yeah. Okay, now, what if we don't want to use English? We take all this away. Now, in the diagram, the first one very obvious, right? 1 apple. The second diagram, very obvious, 3 apples, isn't it? The third diagram, is it obvious there are 97 apples? No, right? Okay, so is there another way that we can indicate that it is 97 apples? Hmm? Say again? N equals to 97, but I don't want to use N. How about this? Does this look like 97 apples to you? Is this a good way of representing 97 apples without actually drawing 97 apples? Seriously, is this a good way of representing 97 apples without actually drawing 97 of them? Yes, right. How about that 3 apples over there? Can I replace it with something else? 3 apples, right? Is this very clear? A way of representing? Now, question. Do I need to write 1 over here to say that it is 1 apple? Only a bit extra, isn't it? We don't do that. So if I ask you to, hey guys, help me indicate, represent 1,000 apples. Very simple, 1,000 apples lah. Right? But now we're doing algebra, we are not learning about apples or oranges. I am going to replace the apple picture. Okay, look at the screen. The picture of the apple, I replace it with a letter. Which letter you like? A? A for apple? Sure. A for apple. Does my A look like A or does it look like 9? My letter A. Is it very clear it's letter A? Yes, right? Some of your letter A may look like number 9. That will be a problem. Okay, next one. 3 apples. It becomes 3A lah. 97 apples becomes 97A. 1,000 apples becomes 1,000A. You see, I only replaced the picture of the apple with a letter. You guys were very comfortable with the picture of the apple. Please don't tell me that you cannot. You're uncomfortable with this. Oh, Mr. Wong, cannot take it. I cannot take letters in maths. Okay, but you can take pictures, right? Pictures, letters, same thing. They just represent something. The point I want to make over here is that algebra is not difficult. Algebra is, you treat it like a picture. Treat it as an apple. Treat the unknown as an apple. We can handle it. But if in your mind, you already say, I cannot do this, I tried before in primary school and I cannot do it. Then you're just setting yourself up for, you're just setting your standards low for yourself. Once you believe that you cannot do well for maths, it is very difficult for you to improve. Okay, we start off with the belief that we can do well. So over here, now, when I write A, it just means 1A. I do not need to write the number 1 on the left, just like the 3, the 97, and the 1,000, okay? I need you all to get that clear. No need to write the 1, because it is understood already. Now let's continue. Let us skip the. We don't really need to skip. Okay, so over here we got pictures of cats again. We got one kitten, one cat over here, plus another cat. We get 2 cats. Makes sense lah. It's just an apple. Okay, you can treat it as apple. If you replace the picture of a cat with a letter C, it just means that 1C plus 1C equals to 2C. Take note that we do not need to write the number 1 in front of the C. It just means that it is 1C. Okay, next. How about 2C plus 1C? You get 3C lah. How about 4C plus 3C? You get 7C. Now, is all this very logical to you? Is it all logical so far? Nothing complicated. Now, how about 4C plus 1D? Can I add them together? Can I add 4 cats and 1 dog? And I say that, oh, I have a total of 5 cats. Can or not? Cannot. Can I say I have 4 cats and 1 dog? Oh, total I have 5 dogs. So cannot. What do I have? 4 cats and 1 dog. I cannot combine them. So this is simply 4C plus D. That's it. I cannot do anything to that. Next one will be 4C plus 3D. When we add them up, we still get 4C plus 3D. You cannot do anything to them. Alright, now here, there are some information that you need to know. When we take 3 multiplied by x, or you say 3 apples, You write 3x or 3 apples. You don't write x3. You don't call it apples 3. You say 3 apples. So it is natural. The way we write is natural. 3 apples, not apples 3. We write it as just 1x over here instead of the number 1 times x. Next, write the letter x differently to make sure it is shown different from your multiplication. So all of you in my class, x is written like this. Okay? Draw a inverted C, then draw a letter C. So that is your x. Multiplication looks like this. It is straight. Now some of you may actually draw your letter x like this. It's fine. It looks different from your multiplication. Okay? It has to look different. The next one. Now we have some interpretation, some keywords we need to know. Okay, they are called operations. The first and most basic one we should learn before primary school, addition lah. Addition. The adults in your family will tell you, oh, what is 1 plus 1? 2 lah. Okay. Addition, sum, plus, all mean the same thing. So when we say add 5 to 7, we say that the sum is 5 plus 7, which is the same as 7 plus 5, and in this case we get 12. Now what about in algebra? When I try to add A to B, I am trying to get you to do A plus B, which is the same as B plus A. Whether you want to write A plus B, B plus A, nobody cares because they are the same thing. Whether you want to write 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, nobody cares because it is equal to 5. Next, subtraction. Subtraction, otherwise known as the difference, or this symbol, minus. When we say subtract 11 from 18, we take away 11 from 18. So 18 is the original. We take away 11. We get 7. Now very basic stuff. You know that. Now, I'm concerned. Will any of you interpret this? Subtract 11 from 18 as 11 minus 18. Will that happen to you? When I tell you to subtract 11 from 18, will you write 11 minus 18? Yes or some may. So English is important. The keyword is from. What do we take away from? So that is the original. We put it first. So if you take away 11 from 18, you write down 18 minus 11. Next, algebra. Subtract C from D. So we start off with the letter D. And we take away C. Take note that they are not different. D minus C versus C minus D, they are different. So this is extremely important. You will be tested. The addition very simple lah. First number plus second number plus first number, same. Okay, now our time is up. Please go home, complete watching this video, and follow the instructions in the video. I also want you to complete exercise number 1, exercise number 2. So basically, complete page 3. Alright, this is by next lesson, class 10.